How's it going, Airsofters? Now this is the Novritsch Clip Cam. The idea behind this camera is to make recording and editing Airsoft hits more accessible to Airsoft players. Let's take a look at what you get in the box. So you get the camera, you get some foam, you get instructions, you get some cardboard, and you get USB-C to USB-C charging cable. With this camera's competitors like the Runcam Scope Cam and the Fox Ear Scope Cam, you hit the record button and they record the whole time. Whether you're pointing at the floor, you're pointing at the sky, you have to edit that footage to get the best bits, the best shots, etc. from that footage. With the idea of the clip cam is you just record the bits that you want to use. So what you do is you turn it on. Now the blue light has stopped flashing, which means it's now ready to go. The red light is flashing though, which I think means that the battery's getting flat. You know, silly me. Should have charged this up before I started recording a video about it, really, eh? So ignoring the red flashing battery low light, right, the blue light is solid, so it's all ready to go. So it's mounted on your rifle, you take a great shot, you get a hit on somebody, and you want to save that shot. So you press that button, and it now flashes the blue light, which means it's now saving the previous 13 seconds before you press the button and 3 seconds after. So it's saving the 16 seconds worth of footage. When the blue light stops flashing, it means it's ready to go again, and you can press the button again. The lens underneath is a 25mm 5 megapixel lens. 25mm is okay for about up to sort of 50 meters or so. Any more than 50 meters, I would want a 35mm lens on there. Anything under about 10 or 15 meters is going to look blurry because it's going to be out of focus. The base is very clever. I like this base a lot because it's made from metals and it's like a heat sink. So it's going to draw any heat away from the insides of the camera to the base, and then even to your Picatinny rail if you've got a metal rifle onto the rail as well. So it's going to dissipate heat very well, I think. That small hole in the bottom of the heat sink is your reset button. So if you get any freezing problems at all, you can just put like a little pin or something through there and press. You've got the metal thumb screw as well. Nice and quick release and easy like that. I like that. Around the back here you've got your USB-C port, which is used for charging, and you can also plug a pressure switch into that as well. So if you don't want to press that button there, you can have it remotely on a pressure switch and put it wherever you want to on your rails. This little bung right here goes inside the USB-C hole to protect it from dust and rain. But you are going to lose this. It will get lost. Mark my words. Come back. If you buy one, come back in the comments when you lose it and say, Camman, I lost my bunghole. Well, you may be wondering now, where the hell do I put my SD card in this thing? Well, you don't. The clip cam comes with 30 gigabytes of internal memory. No upgrades, no downgrades. You're stuck with 30 gigabytes. But don't worry, that's enough for the whole day of Airsoft storing 16-second clips, unless you play like John Wick, of course. I had a look on the website and I couldn't see any reference to the clip cam being waterproof. There's no mention of any IP ratings on the website or in the manual that comes with the clip cam, so I would hazard a guess and say that it's not going to be waterproof. The battery of the clip cam is internal. There's no access to it whatsoever. It is an 1800 milliamp hours. I will now test it to see how long it lasts for while the camera is on. So we're now going to test the sound to see how good the sound quality is. So at the moment, you're hearing me on a DJI Mic 2. When I press this button, it's going to repeat and you're going to be able to hear me over again. So let's see how that sounds. At the moment, you're hearing me on a DJI Mic 2. When I press this button, it's going to repeat and you're going to be able to hear me over again. So let's see how that sounds. The body of the clip cam is made from plastic and it does feel quite solid. Protecting the lens, you've got a sacrificial polycarbonate lens protector there. I say sacrificial because I believe that this is going to smash when a BB hits it. Now the Novritsch website does say that spares are going to be available for this camera, so I can guarantee that you're going to be able to buy these off the website when yours gets smashed. I'm not saying if it gets smashed, when, because I think this is not going to be BB proof, but I will test it. Right, our test is all set up. First of all, I'm going to shoot the lens to see how well that fares against the BB. Then we're going to shoot the body and see how well that goes. To start off with, I'm going to use an AEP. It's an SSE 18 with a 0.2 gram BB at 220 feet per second, I believe. Well, there you go. That's why I said that this polycarbonate protective cover is sacrificial, because you can see it's got a crack in it already. This thing is just designed to protect the expensive lens in the camera. It's not designed to be BB proof. Okay, let's go again, and we're going to shoot the tube covering the lens. So here we go. So I would say at 220 feet per second, from point blank range, that shell is BB proof. Let's try something a little bit more powerful, shall we? Now it's the turn of the Silverback SRS. We're running 0.48 gram BBs in there at about 2.2 joules. Let's see how this goes. From about maybe 12 feet away, which is what, 4 meters is it? Got a good crack in that. Don't know whether it's done any internal damage, but that was, yeah, that was nasty. That nothing on the lens tube, but yeah, the side has took a beating there. Let's just see if it turns on now, shall we? It's still turning on, so the light is solid. Battery low light is on though. All right, it seems to be working okay. It's just taking that clip, I think. Let's just try one more. Yeah. All working still, no internal damage it seems anyway. So let's talk about resolutions of the Clipcam, or lack thereof. The only resolution available on the Clipcam is 1080 by 1080. That, to me, is a major disappointment. It even states on the website that the camera records in 1080 by 1080 60 frames a second, optimised for social media. Right there. 1080p by 1080p is not optimized for social media. Everyone wants to upload Facebook and Instagram Reels these days, and YouTube Shorts and TikTok videos. You're going to have to stretch it to match the full screen, and then with 1080p, you're going to half your resolution maybe. To make a decent vertical video, even a horizontal video, you're definitely going to need to fill the whole screen of the device. And most platforms these days cater for 16 by 9 to 9 by 16 ratio, whichever, vertical or horizontal video. Now that I've finished ranting about the resolution, to connect the Clipcam to your mobile device, you'll need the app, which is the Novritsch Connect app, and it's available for iPhones, iOS, and Android devices. So once you've got that, you've got the Clipcam just at the top there. The Bluetooth timer is something else, which I've done a review on a couple of weeks back, so go and check that out if you want. And then to get the Wi-Fi on, we just tap the power button once, and the orange light comes on the top. When the orange Wi-Fi light is on, go to your phone's Wi-Fi settings and connect to that Novritsch device just there. So now we're now connected. We can go back into the app now. And then once you're in the app, you can then press connect. So we are now connected, and you can see that because of what is in front of the camera is very close, it's all blurry at the moment. So let's point it out of my office window. You can see my garden. How's that? Look at that. That's not my house, that's my neighbour's house. I'm sure she'll love me for putting the camera looking right in her window. But never mind, she's never going to know. To view the videos that you've captured on the Clipcam, you need to press down here where it says media. Now these are the videos that are on the camera itself. The newest ones at the top, older ones at the bottom. And they will take a little bit of time to load up because it's connecting over Wi-Fi, all these little clips, and the Wi-Fi is not especially great on the camera. So give it a little bit of time for them to load up. The newer ones seem to load up quicker, it seems, than the older ones. But now let's pick one. Let's pick, I don't know, that one just there. Right. So the good thing is, if for example, it's nice and easy. If you've got your camera mounted underneath, so that the image is upside down, or even if you've got it mounted on the side of your rifle as well, you can use this rotation at the bottom just here, and it rotates the clip. It tells you up here the angle you're at. So I want it at 0 because I filmed with it on top of my rifle. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And when you click confirm, it then saves it. The blue progress bar goes across, and it takes a little while to download it from the camera onto your phone. And then once it's downloaded onto your phone, the playback should be smooth and no jittering, no lagging or whatever. So now we can then go back, and then we go to the local, just here where it says local, and that file that we just downloaded is there under local. And it's me pointing at the floor mostly, but I'm sure I probably shot someone. If you just wait. Oh no, I'm just shooting some black tarpaulin. There we go. There's a few settings that you can change down here. So press on the settings and you've got timestamps. So if you've got that turned on, it will display the time on the footage. It will hard encode it onto the footage. The beep is whether the camera beeps or not when you press the buttons and things. Wi-Fi name. So I think, yeah, you can change the Wi-Fi name if you want to. Wi-Fi password, and got the version of the firmware that you've got on there. You've got system time. So system time will be your phone time. Battery charge tells you the battery percentage. SD card. It's not actually an SD card, unless there is an SD card in there. I might take it apart in a minute and have a look, see what's inside this thing. We'll see what makes it tick. So I had about, I don't know, 25 files on there, and I'm still at nearly 29 gigabytes. And factory reset, so you can, obviously, it explains itself, just reset it all back to factory. That is basically the app. I own most Airsoft scope cams that are out there and that have been out there, and I still can't pinpoint as to where this Novritsch Clip Cam has been made. So I'm going to take it apart and see if there's any more clues inside as to where this thing came from. There we go, this is the inside. So we have got an SD card in there. So in theory, you should be able to upgrade the memory card. I'm not sure what memory card the firmware will accept. Perhaps we'll have a go, shall we? We've got the full screws out now. We've got our ribbon disconnected from the main board, from the lens sensor unit. Let's just lift it out. Yeah, 1800 milliamp hours battery. I've noticed on the chip there that it does say Novitech, and I've done a little bit of Google searching, and it seems that Novitech make dash cams. So not run cam, not Foxeer, Novitech. Let's try a different card then. Got kicking about somewhere. Let's take out the stock card. 32 gigabyte. Obviously it's only got 30 gigabyte of usable memory. Let's put in the 64. Let's see how that goes. Let's power it on. Blue flashy light. Blue flashy light is now stable. We're going to connect to Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi light is now on. We're now connected to the Wi-Fi on my phone. I'm going to format the 64 card in there. We've got 64 gigabytes showing on the screen. Blue flashy light is flashing, so it's readying up. We're going to disconnect the Wi-Fi just to rule that out. Wi-Fi disconnected. Press the button to record. Right, it's recording that first clip. It seems to be taking those clips just fine. Let's point it out the window. It did work okay, it seems then, because I've just got the clip that I just done out the window. There we go, it's working. 64 gigabyte upgrade on the Clip Cam. I'm really proud of myself, can you tell? Will I be using the Novritsch Clip Cam at future Airsoft games? Well, no, I won't be. The deal breaker for me is the 1080 by 1080 resolution. Is the Clip Cam even made for people like me who take Airsoft filming more seriously? Well, no, I don't think it is. The Clip Cam is more for people who maybe want to show their mates a few of the shots that they took at Airsoft, who maybe don't want to faff about with too much editing, and who want to upload to social media, and who aren't too worried about image quality. Also, with my run cam, with my Foxeer, as soon as I press that record button at the start of the game, I just forget about the camera until the end of the game when I stop recording. With this, I found myself having to remember every time you got a kill, you have to press the button on the back.
Hit! Nice one, mate.
Good job, buddy. Well done.
So you're constantly thinking about, oh, I've got to press the button. Oh, I've got to press the button. And I want to be forgetting about recording while I'm playing Airsoft so I can focus on the game. Rather than with this, you have to focus on, oh, I've just got to press that button. Maybe once you get used to this and use it several times, it will just become muscle memory just to press that button every time you shoot somebody. But for me, I don't want to be thinking about recording while I'm playing. So I'm afraid I'm out on this one.